everyone? Good morning, good morning. Tom, aka Nostradamus. I am the Bommus. How is everyone doing? Good morning, good morning. Like my clickbaity title? Well, you gotta play the game. I don't know what to tell you. I do got some warnings for you. The warning is, man, don't stop buying. No, is the top coming? I don't know. You gotta be ready for that too. It's tough, man. I sit there. Legit. I sit there on the, we'll call it the epiphany toilet, you know, doing the little morning dew, you would not believe what I saw this morning, boys and girls. I woke up, I'm happy. Ethereum's hitting all-time highs. Ethereum's over $2,700. Hashtag LFG, hashtag let's fudging go. Oh my goodness. Let's fudging go, boys and girls. Is it the top? I don't know. I don't think so, but you got to be ready for it, right? You got to be ready for it. If Bitcoin starts dropping and Ethereum continues to go up, it might just be the top. It is possible. It is possible, right? It is most definitely possible we could be at the top. There's a lot of reasons to think we're not at the top, but there's some reasons to think we could be at the top. What could cause a top, right? A lot of catalysts coming up to say we're not at a top. We still got a few days left. I'd say like at least a few months left in the traditional cycle before our traditional top. So we got that going for us. We got a lot of catalysts, you know, going forward. We got institutions buying Bitcoin, potential Bitcoin ETFs coming. Institutions buying Ethereum, institutions even buying some other coins. We got Grayscale opening trust for smaller coins. We got Ethereum, one of my favorite coins. It has been for a very long time. There is a reason. Let's just pull up the portfolio real quick right now. Thank you for that like out there. Let's hit those like buttons. If you're new to the channel, let's hit those subscribe buttons. I do live stream every morning, 5 minutes before the stock market opens. I'm already off on a crypto rant. Man, I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at the news right now, Cardano. Like Cardano, the Ethiopia stuff, it's not hitting any of the big... What's going on here? Why is Cardano, the Cardano Ethiopia news, is just kind of flying under the radar? A little bit surprised by that. But Cardano warning. Man, Cardano right now, the warning for Cardano and Polkadot is these are still really good prices. I like Polkadot a lot right now. Polkadot is going to become a position in my Tastyworks account here really soon. Those Polkadot coins might hit Tastyworks today, and if that's the case, I got some other news about the small account that it may know. Going forward, it may no longer be my small account. Maddie Ice in the house. How you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a professional football player in the channel. How you doing, Maddie Ice? Yes, let's talk about Cardano. Yes, Maddie. What the F is going on, man? I really don't know. Like, there's been a lot of catalysts. Don't get me wrong, Cardano's done really well. I started buying it at 16 cents. And, you know, I don't remember. I bought like, I want to say $10, $20, $30,000 worth at 16 cents. And it boomed pretty quick to 70 and then 90 cents. And I FOMO'd into a lot more around 90 cents. So my average cost, you're looking at the spreadsheet right now, my average cost on Cardano is right at 50 cents. I can't complain. I'm up 155% in Cardano. But I feel like Cardano should be pushing $2 right now, right? A lot of people don't get it, I guess. Anyway, that's my opinion, right? A lot of people don't get it. I think, to be fair, Cardano still has to have that rubber meets the road, right? So the smart contracts aren't out there. And there has to be, you know, projects coming on. And it's the same with Polkadot. Right now, I think Polkadot is one of the best coins you can buy right now. It's a big cap, and it's at a really low price still. And to prove, like on this channel, dude, 100% transparency, no hoax, no jokes, real deal Holyfield. It's not even on the spreadsheet yet for some very eccentric reasons. Like, I bought more Polkadot in this dip. I bought 325 more Polkadot in this dip, and I have not even put it on the spreadsheet because I'm bothered. I'm bothered by the fact if I add that now, it's going to increase my this number right here, this 470,000. Well, that number last week was already over 500,000 without that Polkadot purchase. So I'm bothered by the fact that that number is below 500,000. So I don't want to add that Polkadot into my spreadsheet until this number is solidly back over. It's weird, man. I'm weird. I don't know what to tell you. Good. Hopefully they hit the summertime time. Yeah, so I don't know. I keep hearing different things by like May, by like June. It's coming. I look at this as an opportunity to keep buying, keep dollar cost averaging in, follow all the mechanics I talk about all the time on this channel though. Never invest an amount more than you can afford to lose. And one of the reasons that's so key, especially in Cardano, don't get me wrong, Cardano could fail. I don't think Cardano will fail, but Cardano could fail. Again, it's highly unlikely. It's a self-sustaining feeding system right now. The Cardano army is super strong. The people that buy this, they believe in it. They believe in Charles Hoskinson. I believe in it. I believe in Charles Hoskinson, even though he does a few things that annoy me from time to time. Like, shut up about your vaccines. And then another thing that kind of, I don't even, because I don't want to piss off any people that sip the Cardano Kool-Aid, but he goes on these rants about he doesn't care about the price of Cardano, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, come on, bro, dude. Like, yes, we believe in the vision. We want it to be successful for reasons other than financial, but we didn't create this world where, unfortunately, we need, financial success to be able to have some kind of livelihood. And he did this AMA one time. And this bothered me a lot. I don't even know if I should bring it up, because if you're sipping the Charles Hoskinson Kool-Aid, this is not going to go well for me. And he was doing an AMA, and he talks about all the time the money, it's not about the money, it's not about the money. But he talks about his Lambos. That's a trigger for me. BitBoy, whoever you are, I don't care about your Lambo, I don't care about your Ferrari, I don't care about any of that shit, right? So, and first of all, could you imagine Charles Hoskinson in a Lamborghini? Why the F do you want a Lamborghini? Are those even practical? Right? Has anyone ever seen, I'm on one of my patented rants, boys and girls. Has anyone ever seen Silicon Valley? If you haven't, you're missing an amazing show. But it's like when Eric Botman got the yellow vet. He looked like an asshole, right? And if Lambos are your thing, that's great, man, I guess. So there's that. And then someone asked him, when did you become a millionaire? Okay, fine. He said, I became a millionaire at 26. And then he got this little smiley smirk and he said a billionaire by 30. I mean, come on, bro. Don't sit there and rant about people wanting to make a little bit of money in Cardano and say the money's not important when you do something like that. Anyway, I still love you, Charles. Anyway, I think Cardano is going to be successful. My price targets on crypto in general, I've said it a million times. I've got exit strategies. We could be at a top right now. We're at DEFCON 4. If Ethereum continues to go up at a pretty good clip and Bitcoin starts dipping, it's time to consider taking profit, right? I'm not saying we're there yet, but we're at DEFCON 4. And that DEFCONs are one of those things where DEFCON 5, you would think that's the critical one. No, it's DEFCON 1. So DEFCON 5 is like, there's nothing to worry about. DEFCON 4 is like, we got to be on edge a little bit, right? So we're at DEFCON 4. I don't know what the color is for DEFCON 4, but I think that's where we're at. I'll let you know. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to hit that notification bell because you want to know when I'm selling. I haven't panic sold once. This is my first crypto bull market, and the only thing I have done is buy. Even in this last scare the F out of you dip, if you're new to it, all I did was buy a bit more. I dug deep into my piggy bank. I found a little bit of shekels here and there, and I bought some Polkadot. I wanted to buy some one. Oh, I missed the boat on one. I also recently bought Voyager, right? I did a few videos on Voyager. This was mostly on the Coinbase thing. It's been a bit disappointing, and I almost sold it. It would have been my first like sell this year in cryptocurrency. And I almost sold it at flat because I got a bit impatient with it. And then it dipped hard and I said, F it, man, I'm just going to hold on to it for now. I'm seriously considering selling it again. I like Voyager, but I just don't know if the risk reward's there. Like right now I could sell it basically flat, not have to worry about any major tax implications, and then I can pump it into something like more Polkadot or more Cardano, which I like a lot more. Again, I like Voyager, risk reward wise though, I think there's better stuff out there. I got a few shares of ADA and I'm going long. Yeah, man, that's the only, well, I think it's going to be, oh yeah, no, I agree with that. So I talk about my exit strategy all the time. My exit strategy revolves around, are we going to even get the stocks today? Like last year, 2020, I made a lot of money in stocks. Then I moved it to crypto. Last year, it'd be like I was checking the NASDAQ futures and stocks 37,000 times a day. Now I barely even check them, man. I'm checking my crypto prices 30,000 times a day. But let's pull up real quickly. I'll talk about my exit strategy. Yeah, I'm a broken record, but I'm a broken record on things that matter, right? Like it's very important that you hear this stuff over and over so that you don't panic. But here's the Bitcoin logarithmic curve. I've hitched my wagon to this. Just because this is what happens in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen again. But every time it hits the top of this curve is when the bull market's over. So if it reaches the top of this curve, I have no intention of selling unless this other thing happens, right? So currently, I have no intention of selling anything until Bitcoin gets to the top of this curve. Then I'm probably going to sell some Bitcoin. You know, like 10, 20% of my Bitcoin and 10 to 20% of my altcoin holdings. Then if it has the big dip that it always happens, like a 30, 40% dip, I'm not so certain that that's dip's going to happen this year. And I'm also not so certain that it's going to get to the top of this curve at 150,000. For Bitcoin to get to 150,000 and altcoins to go with that, we're talking about a cryptocurrency market cap. So you got to be ready for all this, right? So I've got plans to account for this, but you can't have plans for everything because the market will humble you no matter what. But the market cap of cryptocurrency right now is 2.1 trillion, which is roughly 3 times more than it was in 2017. So for Bitcoin to even get to 150,000 and the altcoins to go with that, you're talking about another 3x. So you're talking about like $6-8 trillion to come into the cryptocurrency market cap. Is that money out there? Yes. Does that mean that's a lot of money to come in though, right? The amount of liquidity that we've already seen come in is tremendous. And eventually these 10x it's probably not sustainable, right? Could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Price targets like $300,000 Bitcoin, $500,000 Bitcoin, $27,000 Ethereums. A YouTuber that I respect a lot has even gotten caught up in the hype himself and has said $100,000 Ethereum this cycle. That's just nuts, right? That is not going to happen. I think anything over, I think $10,000 Ethereum this cycle is a stretch. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope Big Boy's right and it is 27,000. We're going to be popping champagne bottles over here. But if Bitcoin gets to this logarithmic curve, I'm going to start selling. If the whole thing starts dumping, I'm not going to panic. Going to relief rally. Then I'll sell on the relief rally. I'll sell a little bit more Bitcoin. Ethereum and the Polkadot and your Cardanos are going to go to the moon for another 7 to 10 days. Start taking some profits off there. And then the whole thing will crash, right? That's the cycle. So that's the cycle I'm going to follow. Bitcoin, the whole market crashes. The whole market relief rallies. Altcoins go parabolic. Bitcoin starts really going down. That is like, if you haven't taken profits by then, you definitely want to consider doing it there. And at the end of the day, during all that, I still plan on keeping probably at least 50% of my cryptocurrency holdings on if it goes into the bear market, right? If it goes into the bear market, who cares? I should have at least taken my initial investment off the board plus some profits. Now I have a lot of money to buy back in if it does go into a bear market, or if that market head fakes you, you still got cryptocurrency on to make money. Trevor in the house. Good morning. How you doing, brother? Glad to see you back. Kicking myself. Oh yeah, man. Don't kick yourself, dude. Like, all right. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Let's $10. I wish. I think 88. So my personal belief is I'm kind of looking at. I think in general, Bitcoin and Ethereum could conservatively see a 2 to 3x from here, and altcoins could see a 3 to 5x, right? So that's conservative. So we're looking at Cardano. Dude, I'm not a moon boy over here. We're just, you know, you got to be, it's nice to dream. And if it comes to fruition, great. But I think a $3 to $5 Cardano is pretty realistic. I think a $7 to $10 Cardano is possible. It's possible. $56 Cardano that big boy predicted. No, probably not gonna happen. This Cryptos R Us George says 25. He said 20. I think if you would have asked George now if he thought Cardano would go to $25, he might ease off. I get it, dude. Like it gets the best of us. You get excited in the hype. So crypto has been like pretty flat for the last 2 to 3 months. So when this $25 Cardano came out of George's mouth, it's when like Cardano went from 50 cents to $1 plus quick, right? So it's easy to get caught up in the hype. And then you got to kind of sit back and think about it. So I don't think $25 Cardano is possible. He did predict $2,500 BNB. I think that is possible this cycle. Though I'd probably say, I don't know, like 12 to 1500 is more of a Saint Gang Gang in the house. Good morning, brother. New here, BitBoy. Yeah, man. Like I heard you were his #1 fan. You lead his fan club. You answer all his fan mail for him. Hi kid, Saint Gang Gang. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. So, oh man, we've been off the rails on crypto all morning. So emergency alert, Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano. I think Polkadot is a really good buy right now. In fact, let's pull up Tastyworks because that's supposed to get potentially more coins today or tomorrow. Two of those coins that I'm interested in buying are Engine and Polkadot. I'm a huge fan of Polkadot. Again, I just bought 300 more Polkadot like a week ago on Voyager. So the bulk of my Polkadot is on Kraken. It's getting 12% interest. Again, Polkadot and Cardano. Honestly, to be honest, if you really want to look yourself in the mirror and say, why is Polkadot and Cardano at the market caps they are now? You want to be 100% honest with yourself. It is most likely, well, Cardano has an extra effect, but a big part of both of them is the amount of interest you can earn on staking both. So Polkadot, you can earn 12% on Kraken. I think Binance might, outside of the US, Binance might offer a little bit more. I bought the Kraken's kind of a pain in the butt for me. You know, you can't do ACH. You have to do wire transfers or buy your coin somewhere else and send it over. So I bought my most recent Polkadot on Voyager just because it was easier. It's 8%, not as great as 12%. I'm not going to fret over, you know, $10,000 in Polkadot and 4% interest. You can't transfer your Polkadot out of Voyager too, which is kind of annoying. I don't know if that's something they'll fix in the future. But Polkadot at $30, sub $30 was a tremendous buy the dip opportunity. It was over $35 today. It's hovering around $33, $34 right now. It's still a really good time to buy Polkadot. So the 12% interest, the fact that Gavin Wood, the real brains, the big real brains behind Ethereum, and is a big part of it, and it looks like a very promising chain, but it's still, the rubber still has to meet the road on them too. But that's a pretty big reason why Polkadot's doing good. It's had recent all-time highs of 47. I think it's almost a guarantee that it's going to see new all-time highs. So that's like a 50%, easy 50% gainer, whether you want to short-term or swing trade it or hold it long-term. There's a lot of good reasons to do Polkadot. And then Cardano's the same thing. The Charles Hoskinson's obviously a much more public figurehead, and you know, a lot of people listen to him. Again, I love Charles Hoskinson, so that's helping Cardano a lot. But both of these platforms, like I think Cardano's 75% staked, value locked into staking, and Polkadot's right around the same, like 65-70%. I don't know the exact numbers. There's a way to find that out there. But again, there's still really good opportunity in Cardano. I'm really surprised. It's had some really good catalysts lately, but it's still struggled to get to the that $2 mark everyone keeps talking about. We've gotten the birdies. We've gotten the Ethiopian birdie. It's barely even getting mentioned. Maybe that's an opportunity. Maybe that's lagging behind. I think they got the announcement or the special Cardano thing tomorrow. Is that right? Tomorrow? So that'll be interesting. So I think both of these are really good opportunities. But again, I don't want to overemphasize the fact that Ethereum is my #1 position. That has been in a fight with Cardano though. And it's really just a matter of what the price of the coin is. So if Cardano were to shoot up to $1.70 tomorrow, it would probably become my biggest bag. You can go back to any of my old videos, and there were a lot of YouTubers out there saying, oh, trade your Ethereum for Cardano, or sell your Ethereum, or all these Ethereum killers coming out there. And I've been pretty consistent saying, nah, Ethereum is going to have its day in the sun. And I don't think that day in the sun is anywhere near being over. Ethereum has the biggest network effect. It has a ton of great projects. I have a pretty good understanding of the underlying technology of Ethereum. Ethereum's not going anywhere. And in fact, I would have no issue buying more Ethereum at these prices, right? Ethereum is probably the safest risk versus reward play on the freaking board, even over Bitcoin. And the reason I'm confident in saying that is for the simple fact you have no real warning when it's over for Bitcoin, right? Well, you do, but it's already too late, right? Remember my exit strategy? The market dumps, the market rallies, Bitcoin dumps, and Ethereum goes to the moon. So you have no real hedge for that final Bitcoin dump, right? Because it could very easily, you could get faked out. It's not uncommon for Bitcoin or the entire cryptocurrency market to dip 30-40%. It just happened. Bitcoin and the market just dipped 30%. You buy that dip, it's in a relief rally. So that's why we're at DEFCON 4. It could be the top. Bitcoin is staying flat. It's gone back up. It's still kind of going back up. But if Bitcoin starts dipping and Ethereum starts going up, you've had no real, you don't know, right? Versus they both continue to go up. But if Bitcoin dips, and you have more money in Ethereum, you have a much better chance of being successful because you're still making profits and you have a really good indicator that we might be at the top. So that's a big reason Ethereum is one of my biggest bags. Another reason is because it's amazing technology, and Ethereum's going to the freaking moon by 2025, 2030, etc. I do think it's possible. By like 2030, 100K Ethereum is not out of the realm of question. A little bit moon boy, but it's not out of the realm of question. Anyway, I've been ranting for like 25 minutes on cryptocurrency. We haven't even looked at stocks. New crypto allowed him to have an ice in his hand. Hey, look, I'm extremely excited. We got the quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. So I would imagine, Maddie, you're probably a big boy fan. You guys are both in Atlanta, right? All right, let's catch up, everyone. I think it can hit 10. I'm assuming Maddie's talking about Cardano. I think it could. I don't think it will. I hope I'm wrong. You must be good. No, Sink. Hopefully you're kidding, Sink Gang. He's the pro quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. All right. Co-workers branded me the Iceman, but yes, I'm pretty much good at everything. Ah, good for you. We actually have another. I work with the Matty Ice too, right? I think he's changed his name recently in Slack, but it was Matty Ice for a while. Seems like ETH is now leading the market. Yeah, it is, man. It broke 2,700, hit new all-time highs. I think 3K is coming. It could be coming this week. Let's take a look at the chart. Getting a little excited. I'm getting a little moon boy, right? I have no idea. No one knows, right? No one freaking knows. It struggled at 2,700. But it's blasted and it's holding the most recent all-time high of which was 26. I want to say like 40. Why does where is it? Yeah, that was on a wick though, right? 26.45 was on a huge wick and then it came back down. Came back up to it the next day around the 2,600 level. Struggled with the 2,600 level, and then a day or two ago it blasted through. No, it was yesterday. Blasted through 2,600 with strength, baby. So now it's kind of holding. It's kind of wicked down below it. It's kind of holding. If we look at my channel, though, Ethereum has respected this channel very well. It has kind of wicked above it a few times and came back down. And then we had that little chilly dipper below it and we came back up into it. So if it were to get up to the channel, 3K is within the realm by May 12th. Or if it blasts, it could spike through it. I do think 3K is a pretty big psychological level. It's probably not going to hold 3K or blast through K3. I could be wrong, right? But it's probably not going to blast through it with any real strength unless some huge news comes out like Uniswap and like layer 2 and or EIP 1559. These catalysts are coming, right? EIP 1559, deflationary burns, etc. That's a huge reason why Ethereum is still one of the best plays on the board, even at 2,700. I think at minimum this will see 5,000 this year. And if that's not a big enough number for you, then go watch Big Boy, because he's got some numbers for you that'll make you feel happy. We're more realistic over here. The 3K could come soon. Again, I don't think it'll hold it. It's a big, at minimum, it's a big psychological level. It'll probably spike through it and then maybe even dip hard down below it, like back down to 27, 2,600. 2,600 has kind of been that like new resistance. So a lot of times it wouldn't be uncommon to see Ethereum blast through 3K and then come back down and touch that 2,600 level and see if it holds. Then in my opinion, what's likely going to happen. And then I'm putting it out there now so that, and I'm not giving you alternatives. I'm putting my prediction out there now, and sometime in the near future, I'll be able to go exactly as predicted. But I think Ethereum's going to push to 3,000. It may hover there or it may spike down quickly. It's going to come back down to that 2,600 level. People are going to start panic selling. And then it's going to move its way back up. Probably flirt with 3,000 1 to 2 more times, touch it and dip a little, maybe not back all the way down to 2,600, and then boom, we're off to the races like 3,500. Yeah, hoping ETH could finally start to decouple could lead the real market. So I don't want to get too crazy. I don't want, the second ETH starts decoupling is when you want to definitely start taking profits. So if ETH starts decoupling the market, I will start taking profits. Not a lot. 5, 10. So my, theoretically, I have this number in my mind that if I think the market top is in, I'll I'll start dollar cost averaging out and selling anywhere between 20 to 30 of my 60 Ethereum. I'm kind of like at that. I'm kind of hovering around like 20. I want 20 to be the most ETH I sell. And I would love for that 20 Ethereum alone to cover my entire initial investment that I put into cryptocurrency, which would, if you take the 473 minus the 238 in profit, you're looking at like, oh my goodness, we'll just say 240,000-ish. So I would love for Ethereum, all the Ethereum I sell to equal 240,000. So for that to even happen, that's likely not gonna be possible. So it would have to be 24,000 Ethereum. So that's likely not gonna happen, right? But then you also throw in, I have around 110,000 Cardano. I really don't want to sell my Cardano, but I could see myself breaking off of like 20 to 30,000 Cardano, still having 75 to 80,000 Cardano left. Very, very happy with that. And if I could do that at like $3 Cardano, which I think is very possible, 30,000 at $3, that's another 90,000 in profit. So let's say I sell 20 freaking Ethereum at 5K and another 30,000 Cardano at 3K. We're looking at 190,000. That's almost my initial investment off the board. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to pay some taxes too, so that's going to sting a little. But at least I got some cheddar in the bank. I got a lot of crypto on because, again, my conviction is strong. And I have an amount invested that I can afford to lose. It will make me vomit if I lose this because, and I mentioned this recently, I could cash out now, pay my taxes, pay off my house, and put a Tesla in the garage, right? Put solar on the house. The only thing I got left to worry about is food and water for the most part, right? Now, I wouldn't be living ghetto fabulous, but it would be a pretty stress-free life. But I'm going for it, man. I think my conviction in crypto is strong. I think there's a 10x in this portfolio easy, not necessarily this year. It's potentially possible this year. I don't think so this year. I think a 3 to 4x is possible, highly possible. I'd say like 60% chance that there's a 3x in this portfolio this year. But I think by the next bull run, I think there's a 10x in it. And if I can keep most of this on for the next 3 to 4 years, a 10x is definitely like, hey, I'm living kind of large. And if I can keep that, even most of that on until 2030, we're gonna like, I am seriously considering exit plans now with Biden and this freaking tax policy. That's a huge thing that could really affect the cryptocurrency market. We got guidance coming in cryptocurrency. And there's no politics here, right? I'm not going to say whether or not I love or hate Biden. It might be easy to come to the conclusion that I hate Biden. I will say I'm not too pleased with how things are going with Biden right now. I don't think he's delivering. And I'm not too thrilled about this tax policy, right? And they could say something like, hey, man, along with 43% capital gains on long-term capital tax gains, we're going to tax that at 43-ish%. You know what, crypto? F you, crypto. We're going to say just a hard, like it's 28% on crypto no matter what, or 35% on crypto short-term, because they do that with like trading memorabilia. It's like a 28%. It doesn't matter if it's short-term. What if they say, okay, crypto, 50% tax on capital gains, doesn't matter whether like that stuff could come. That is a way that they could kill crypto in the United States. Now, there's a lot of arguments why that probably won't happen. I don't think it'll happen, but it's potential that they could hit crypto with a hard tax, right? Something that at least makes it uncomfortable and could start the bear cycle. A lot of people say, oh, people just leave the United States. Yeah, but there's a formula there where, and I don't know where the sweet spot it would be, where they could say this is the tax rate versus the tax revenue loss. Is it still a net gain? And I don't know, man. I don't think that's coming. I sold my ETH, hopefully to realize bigger gains with ADA. Yeah, good luck on that, man. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. I think you'll be okay, but if you sold, so I talk about it all the time. Ask me, okay, I take that back. I just realized. So ask me what coins I've sold this year since I bought them. And the answer is I bought 10 Aave and I sold that. That was actually the right decision. But everything else I bought, I've held, and I bought more. VeChain was mentioned. That's up 608%. My biggest regret, obviously, is I didn't all in VeChain, but whatever. I'm not gonna all in a freaking, like, at the time it wasn't even in the top 20. I don't think. I'm gonna play it smart. There's a lot to be said by having some diversification. I think Ethereum, again, is probably the safest risk versus reward. I don't think Binance is going to kill Ethereum. Binance is going to start realizing problems as it gets bigger too. All these are likely to start realizing problems as they get bigger, gas fees, etc. I think Binance, I think Ethereum, and I think Polkadot are all going to be successful. I wish I would have bought Solana. I didn't know enough about it at the time. Not that I necessarily missed a boat on that. I think Solana is still a good buy, and I think they'll be a successful smart chain too. I think there's room for all of them to eat at the table. I just don't have a lot of money left to invest when it comes to crypto. I'm not so sure that I'm one of, and I'm not going to go buy Solana now. It had like a 40% pump. If I do have some cash ready to deploy in Solana, I might pick that up. So the two that I don't have right now that I would like to pick up would be Solana and Harmony One. Yeah, hell yeah, Trevor. Trevor says, I wish you all the luck. I wish you all the luck, Trevor, and Maddie, and St. Gang, and all the other people that come by, like Ian Tubby and who else? D-Mac. D-Mac is usually here giving me a hard time about Binance shitcoin, or smart Binance shit chain. New taxes, lost private keys. Yeah, that's interesting. But how do you get your shit out, St. Gang? If you lose your keys, how do you get it out, right? Like it's against the law to get your coin out in the cash without like going through regulated exchanges, right? I mean, I'm sure there's ways. You would have to move to another. It would be tough, and they would probably still come for you. You know, like I do watch the Nomad Capitalist from time to time. I don't watch all of his stuff because I'm not seriously like it's tough, man. Like if I were to move, now would be the time to move. I'm not really in a position to. How much can I really afford to move to Puerto Rico right now, right? Like, so I don't know. But if you were to legit like try and evade the United States, say you want to expatriate to another country, they can say nope, sorry, you can't do it, right? And I don't know all the rules and regulations and how much lawyers and all that would cost, but they could legit say you want to move to some country that has a good taxes for for all your crypto gains, and you try and expatriate, you have to go through a lengthy, costly process as far as I know. And you could get to the very end and the dude could not like the shirt you're wearing and they could say, nope, sorry, we're not allowing you to renounce your citizenship. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing, right? It's a very sticky situation. Lost your keys? I don't know, what does that mean? How are you going to get your money out? The only way to get your money out is by evading taxes, right? And then is it worth it, right? I don't know. It's an interesting thought, though. All right, that's cryptocurrency. Time for you guys to bow out if you don't want to hear about stocks. We'll do a quick stock peek, take a quick look at stocks. We'll wrap this up. Ethereum is now down below 2,700 again, hovering around the 2,700 level. Bitcoin, 54.7. Hovering around that 55K level. It keeps going up and down around 55K. Again, keep a close eye. DEFCON 4. If Bitcoin starts going down and Ethereum starts going up, like I'm not saying start selling right away. But if that trend continues for the next 2 or 3 days, you definitely, like, if Ethereum starts blasting through like 3,100, 3,500, and Bitcoin's dipping below 50,000, I will probably start taking profits. Again, like, subscribe, bell notification. I don't care if it's 3 in the morning. And if I feel like I need to start selling, we'll fire up the old camera. And I'm not saying just because I'm doing it, you should do it. That is my plan. I'm sticking to it. And I do know that all the years I've been on this planet, one of the things that have hurt me the worst when it comes to investing is not sticking to the plan. All right, so let's take a quick look at the stock market. I don't know. I don't think they've added the coins yet, which is kind of frustrating. So again, I was talking about my small account. The small account, I started with 2,500 in October. We have successfully grown this to over $10,000 in 7 months just by doubling it, because I put $250 a month in every month, so that's roughly another $2,500. So the account's now over 10,000. I didn't even really do some like 2,500 to 10K challenge. It was just kind of low key. We've gotten there. And I'm kind of at the point, like, now Tastyworks is adding more coins. Again, it's not a perfect platform. You can't take custody of those coins yet, though I think that's coming in the future. It's an amazing platform. You can trade futures, you can trade options. It's the best options trading platform out there, and you can now trade cryptocurrency. They're adding 9 new coins today or tomorrow, most likely. Polkadot and Engine are the 2 of the coins I'm really excited about. I am going to buy some more Polkadot. Excuse me. But I'm thinking about no longer doing the $250 a month thing and just putting in there as much as I can afford, like 1,000 at a time, or whenever I have some spare money, just start pumping it and growing this account at a much faster clip. Even because you can only have one account that's crypto enabled, and I wanted to do it on my small account as part of my pseudo small account challenge. Now I might even like start moving money out of the pseudo big account. That's not that big anymore because I moved it all into crypto. For example, I could sell Coinbase at a loss and for like quarterly tax payments. That wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. And then rebuy it back over in the other account. Does that count as a wash sale? I don't think so, right? But like I said, there's some Polkadot and there's some Engine coming up. I wouldn't mind having some money. I have my M1 account. It's a really good account for people that just want a dollar cost average and not mostly passive. Have it auto invest for you. I have a couple grand in my M1 account. I'm liquidating. I'll probably move that over to here too. Again, I don't have anything against M1. It's just not my trading style. Again, it's a great platform out there. One of the top platforms, in my opinion, for young investors that want a dollar cost average and have the ability to buy partial shares. You can auto deposit, auto invest. And one of the things I really like about M1 is the fact that there's only one trading window per day. So if the market's crashing, you won't panic sell. Some people say that's a con. I say that's a pro for most beginning investors, because that even in cryptocurrency, I see it all the time. I see it with one of my really good friends, constantly panic selling and FOMO buying in at tops. Same thing happens in the stock market. Not how you want to do it. Obviously, that's not how you want to do it. But when it's happening, a lot of people don't. It's not easy for a lot of people to stay calm when their hard-earned money's on the line. Even with crypto in this recent 30% crash, again, I say it over and over, broken record, but it's how you be successful. It's the best, easiest way to be successful in crypto market. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Big part of that philosophy is for the simple fact that as the crypto market is crashing, as long as you have the conviction, and it's not that hard. Like, most people that understand the crypto market understand that it doesn't matter if crypto bear market comes now. We will most likely see new all-time highs in 2024, 2025. But if you have an amount invested that you've put in that you can't afford to lose, then you can't afford to hold through that. You potentially can't afford to hold through that bear winter when you're going to be fine again. So that's what makes it really difficult, right? So again, over and over, don't invest more than you can afford to lose. I'm probably done with this whole small account stuff. I'm probably going to start flooding as much money as I can into this account. Make this the primary focus when it comes to trading stocks, options, and crypto. Any new crypto, obviously, we'll continue to talk about all the cryptos and my portfolio and my percentage, and being very, very transparent here. Again, if I'm talking about a coin, now in the future, I might start talking about coins I like Solana, and not owning it. But it's just a lot of that's just going to be because I'm already invested in what I got for now, right? A lot of that could change in the future if we start taking profits. M1 has that app, yeah. So, well, I think you have to pay for it too, right? So that's good too. That's a good point to mention. I don't know if it's free after 25K. Or because they have their gold or whatever. I think it's like $190 a year or something. But at the end of the day, if you're a young beginning investor, all you really need is the morning, right? Go to a crypto conference in other countries, sell to some. Yeah. Excuse me, Ivan. No, Igor, what's a common Russian name? Excuse me for one sec. We'll just stay with Ivan. I don't even know. I don't think Ivan's from like Austria, right? But Ivan's a pretty common Russian name. So let's say you're in some European country and you're meeting some Russian. Excuse me, Igor, right? I'm terrible right now. Anton. Excuse me, Anton. Can you give me $1 million for this Bitcoin app? Sure, Tom. Wrench over the head. Anyway, I mean, would you really want to do that, dude? Like, would you really want to meet someone in an alley and trade for cash at a 5% discount? You better bring some freaking bodyguards with some MP5s. I mean, you'll be able to afford them, but it's still going to be like a wet your pants moment. All right, let's see. Are EOS and NEO doing anything? You know, I honestly don't know. I haven't done anything on EOS and NEO. Who was I? Oh, so I really individually, I don't like watching a lot of these individuals' videos. So the Millennial Money with what's his face, Andre. I should have did Andre. I meet Andre. He'll buy my Bitcoin at a 5% discount. That one I feel safe with. So Andre, Jeremy. I do love Jeremy. I don't hate Graham, but he's a tough watch solo. And Kevin, you know, sometimes I like watching Kevin. I don't hate any of them, but I really do enjoy the Millennial Money channel. I don't even know where I was going with that. I've already forgotten. Let's see. Not pleased with the cap. Yeah, that's BS for sure. Where was I going with the Millennial Money? I don't even remember. Anyway, I do like that show. Oh, so Andre. Oh, yeah, I remember now. So Andre, he's pretty knowledgeable when it comes to crypto. I'm actually surprised about how, because he's been in it for a while, so I'm surprised about how knowledgeable he is. Also a little bit surprised by his lack of current knowledge, right? Because he mentioned a lot of the altcoins he has, and I don't think he owns like Polkadot and Cardano and even Binance. I could be wrong. He didn't mention them. But he mentioned that he had EOS and NEO, and so someone else, George Cryptos RS, was doing a show, and he was talking about a lot of the hedge funds in crypto. And a lot of those hedge funds had those. I really don't know anything about them, though, so they're not on my radar at the moment. Let's see, what do we got? M1, any Kentucky Derby long shots? Look at the list. Man, is that coming? That's a Labor Day thing or Memorial? Is that coming? Labor, Memorial? Yeah, Sweden. There we go. All right. I said we were going to go to stocks, right? Let's take a quick look at stocks. I'm getting my ass handed to me. Not really, but Tesla, we got a situation. Coinbase is letting me down. Man, we're down about $2,000 in Coinbase. Ooh, red today. What do we got? The NASDAQ. NASDAQ was negative like 50. It's up, trying to rally. There we go. I thought we had a situation in Tesla. Crisis averted, boys and girls. Tesla was down like $10, $12 this morning. And because I have a couple bullish put spreads, I was seriously thinking I might max loss those bad boys. But I wasn't overly worried about it because the gains on my 250 put and the 10 shares that I bought were going to offset each other. Who the hell wants to break even though, right? Who the hell wants to spend all the... So we still got the potential. Actually, I should see. I did a May 14th. What the F was I thinking? Where are we at on that one? That was a weekly. I have no idea. That one's not at... that one's weird. All right, I'm gonna leave these on. I can't roll any of these out for any real credits, I don't think. No, not yet. That's fine. The Tesla's kind of weird because they had speaking. I haven't dug into their earnings report at all. They sold some Bitcoin. There was an article I was looking at. It was interesting with you guys. I didn't. So Tesla reveals 2.48 billion Bitcoin holdings. So that means they did pretty freaking good. They must have bought that around 30 grand because they bought 1.5 billion in Bitcoin and sold 248 million. Now, I'm not overly thrilled with the news that they sold $238 million in Bitcoin. But is there more of a warning sign to that, right? Did they have to do that to kind of cover some holes in their quarterly earnings? Potentially possible. You know, the narrative I'm hearing out there is they sold it because they're just being responsible and taking profits. Maybe. That being said, I mean, I guess they had record earnings. I don't know how much the Bitcoin plays into that. I think Tesla's probably going to have a really good year. I talk about all the time. Tesla's my trade of the decade. I think Tesla will be the #1 company in the world. I think their solar and battery storage is going to be bigger than their car business. And I think their car business is going to be way bigger than most people realize because of robo-taxis. Full self-driving. I had no idea if full self-driving is going to come this year. You know, Elon keeps talking about it. Even the beta is getting kind of delayed though. So I wouldn't be surprised if that whole robo-taxi thing doesn't come into fruition until like 2024, 2025. Which is good for people that have missed the boat on Tesla so far. And Tesla has already had a tremendous run. It wouldn't be out of the question for Tesla to cool its jets for the next 1 to 2 years, which is what I would call a massive accumulation and buying opportunity if you want a fairly safe bet. One of the best risk rewards out there when it comes to stocks. Gobble up some Tesla. I will definitely be looking. Go to the horses. Okay. All right, dog. All right, dog. Calm down, Saint Gang Gang. All right, Kentucky Derby. When is this bitch? When is May? Well, that's just right around the corner. Kentucky, April 30th. Saturday, May 1st. Horses. What do I do? Horse list? Horse odds. All right, odds and predictions. I don't want predictions. That'll just kind of like, that'll sway me to like pick. I don't know anything about any horses out there. Brooklyn Strong. I love that freaking name. Saint Hood, dude. Like, come on, dude. How do we got Saint Ganging in the house. Saint Hood 50-1. So known agenda is looking like a pretty big, oh no, essential quality 2-1. Rock. All right. King Fury. Highly motivated, super stock, soup and Sam Bourbonic. I love these freaking names, man. Thoughts on XRP, ZIL, and the foreskin vampire slayer. I don't even like. Are you male or female? I don't even know how to. I don't even understand. I don't even know how to take that. Did you hit the like button, foreskin? I'm not gonna answer that until you hit the like button. All right. Zilliqa is one of those names I hear from time to time. There's a lot of love around it. I don't know much about it. I'm not your boy on that one right now. I don't own Zilliqa. I don't hate it. Yeah, man. I'm trying not to pay attention to the odds. There's a few names I've already like. How do I like? We need to cover this up. What's the easiest way to do this? All right. We'll go. We will go. I got an idea, boys and girls. I've seen the odds, but I don't remember any of them. So we're gonna do this. Although I know some of the names I've liked so far had bad odds. All right. So Zillikov, not your boy. DGB, I've never heard of. XRP, I like a lot. I think they're going to come out of the SEC investigation, and the XRP army is freaking huge. There's a lot of support behind it. To me, there's just too much risk there. They could, thanks, Foreskin. So they could potentially, because once you have the government on your back, it is tough, man. It's tough to shake them. We'll have to see, though. There's been, a changing of the guards. So again, I think XRP is going to come out of it good. I think their current price is a little bit overbaked based on this news right now. I don't hate them. I wish them the best. They are another platform out there. They're mostly banking related, right? So I personally think XRP is probably going to be fine. It's probably going to be 100 billion to $1 trillion market cap. Probably. But I'm not a financial advisor, and I don't know. No one knows. I think you'll probably be okay on XRP, but again, there's much higher risk in that play, right? That's why I'm not in it. I don't, like, I've considered buying XRP recently in small amounts. I've seriously considered buying XRP recently in small amounts. Again, it's the same thing though. Like, it's hard to buy. I can buy it on Kraken. I got to deal with all that, right? And I really seriously considered it in this recent dip, but I didn't. So there you go. I like XRP. I wish them all the best. I'm not one of those a-holes out there that's Cardano or nothing, Ethereum or nothing, Bitcoin Maximus. I think everything, well, not everything. So let's see, everything in the top 10, but Dogecoin and Litecoin is going to be sitting at the table in 2025 and 2030. Probably even Uniswap will be in the top 10. Though there's some contenders like VeChain, Solana, and Chainlink. Like Chainlink was in the top 10 and they kind of fell out. So there's a lot of tough players, right? And Tether's taking up a spot, which kind of sucks. Anyway, let's get back to, I don't want to look at the odds. I don't want to see the odds. Oh man, what am I feeling? Live up to my name. All right. I'm kind of partial to Sainthood just because of you, Saint Gang. Helium. There we go. Helium. Hidden style. Dude, there's rock your world. There's so many. I'm going with Helium. I'm feeling it with Helium. All right, let's see what the Helium odds are. 50 to 1. 50 to 1 winner. Put your bets down. You want the all right. And then I'm going to, what is it? The trifecta? We're doing Helium number 1. Helium, let's see how this plays out. There's no way I'm going to be anywhere right? No freaking way. Helium 1. We're going to go to, where is it? Rock Your World, I think. Rock Your World. King Fury. Hi. Verbonic. All right, so super, man. All right, so we're going to go Rock Your World. And 3, King Fury is a great name. Bourbonic. I mean, come on. I don't know why I love that name right here. There you go. There's your trifecta, boys and girls. Those are probably all 50 to 1. So please do not put your bets down on that. Ooh, Rock Your World's 5 to 1. Maybe I should have made them my number 1 pick. Yeah, so Think Gang, I like XLM over XRP, but why wouldn't major banks make use of their own, or what about IBM making a blockchain? Go with ADE. Yeah, so I definitely agree with all that. I like XLM too. Obviously, I own XLM. I think XLM's the decentralized version of XRP, from my understanding. At the end of the day, they're XLM and XRP, and it's my understanding that XRP already, like their players they're already like rubbing elbows with the banking system, right? So they're probably both going to be successful. I don't know that they're. I think XRP will probably be the most successful. XRP is kind of like the banking smart chain of what Cardano's doing, right? More business oriented. Although Cardano's 100% focused on being decentralized, where XRP isn't. So at the end of the day, I think XRP is probably going to be the better play over XLM, though I like the decentralization. I agree with that. I'm getting into Matic next and Engine. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about Matic. They're the new layer 2 solution. I don't hate the Matic play. I don't hate it at all. I'm not like, it's tough, man. We got DMAC always telling me to buy more ontology. What the fuck? What the fudge? Sorry, boys and girls. What am I supposed to do? Like, you see how much money I have in cryptocurrency. What am I going to do? Go out and buy $2,000 of ontology? Like, how much is that going to affect my net worth if crypto 10x's? How much is that going to affect my net worth if crypto crashes? Well, that $2,000 might be a big deal. So no, it's tough. I'm still it's tough too though, because it's an obsessive hobby. You do not have enough coins. You want to buy more. But then you also, like, you got to worry about your exit strategy, right? Like, do I really want the headache of having a bunch of coins across 7 different exchanges and dealing with, like, trying to sell? And you could also argue that that'll kind of somewhat prevent you from panic selling a lot of it, though. So that's why, right? I am much less worried about the smaller coins during any panic or during my exit strategy, because the bulk of it's going to be Ethereum and Cardano, right? And those are the two I don't want to sell, but those are going to be the two easiest to basically get my initial investment out. And again, if it does dump, we're going to buy those dips back up. If it continues to go to the moon, who cares? We got some cash. Maybe I start going buying some real estate, right? There's going to be plenty of opportunities in the future in this channel for us to make money. Real estate is going to be on the agenda, and we're going to continue to do stocks and options. I don't know, man. We were in stocks and options. We didn't spend much time there. We just keep going back to crypto. Maybe I should just take stocks and options off the channel. Thanks. I actually like Rocky Roll. And of course, how could you not like Staying, right? I will play. Good luck on that, man. If you hit that trifecta, I can't. What is it like? Please don't do anything more than like $2 or $5 on that. Meet Kevin, filter down all his small holdings and put the money. Yeah. So Meet Kevin has done. Excuse me. Breaking new thumbnail title tomorrow. Meet Kevin's still an idiot. Guys, I don't really think Meet Kevin's an idiot. Oh, he is some dude. What is the guy, like 29 years old? The guy's accomplished way more than I did by the age of even like 50, right? So, and I get it, dude. You couldn't tell me shit when I was 30 years old when it came to the stock market. You couldn't tell me anything. And he's ahead of the curve for when I was 30. And most investors go through this cycle when they start having success in the stock market. They go from stocks to options, and then potentially, well, we'll have to see if futures. That'll be very, very interesting to see if Meet Kevin starts doing futures. I mean, Robinhood's not going to let him do that, and I don't know about his other platforms, but that's what I did. I went from stocks, and then that thrill ride, that adrenaline, into options. He's doing that right now. He's having probably some success on that. I have no idea. At the end of the day, that is in like 27 to 30%. It's probably going to grow, because I understand that addiction, that obsession with the big fast gains in options. Buying options and being successful as an option buyer is almost impossible. I would dare you to find anyone out there that has any success doing that. And don't tell me there's some YouTuber out there doing it. Find me a YouTuber that is as transparent as I am and showing you every trade I do. There it is. Tons of options plays. But I'm not buying them. I'm selling them. Buying options is less than a 50% chance of success. You've got so much going against you. You got theta decay, right? Selling options is the opposite. You're getting passive income. You got theta decay. a naturally occurring option event working for you, greater than 50% chance of success. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out and to see if he evolves into futures. That was my evolution. Got one of my first options play was probably like an Apple play, or I don't know, something like Apple. Knocked it out of the park, made a bunch of money. I was king of the world. Next thing you know, I'm blowing my account out buying options, right? Oh man, that wasn't enough adrenaline for old Tom. Futures, are you kidding me? You can make tons of money in futures. I started doing futures. I'm up like $2,000-$3,000 in one day of futures. Back to being king of the world. Next thing you know, I'm blowing my account out in futures. Yeah, a lot of people go through this. Most, I would say 70, 80, 90% of people have gotten themselves in trouble. I've gotten myself in trouble with margin. It's a living experience. You have to go through all this stuff. Most people aren't going to listen to me. Please listen to me. Don't go on margin. Kevin's no longer, or he's getting rid of his margin. I'm happy for him for that. That is smart. Don't leverage trade. Don't trade options unless you really know what you're doing. And I'll tell you right now, you don't know what you're doing if you're an option buyer. You have to be an option seller. Don't trade futures unless you know what you're doing. And I'll tell you right now, you don't know what you're doing unless you know that you just have the capital to try and just scalp futures, knowing that you're probably going to lose money, but it's an engagement tool. It keeps you engaged in the market. You might break even, you might make a little, you might lose a little. It is possible to scalp futures and kind of live in that area, and just the engagement factor alone is enough knowledge to make you successful in the other parts of it, or you use futures to hedge your portfolio. That's really smart. I am looking to sign up with a platform that offers options in crypto and futures, and I probably will start doing some of that, but it's going to be, again, a lot of the same smart stuff. Selling, I don't know how these options and futures are weighted, but it's all going to be center. So if this is some kind of stuff, this isn't some big boy Carl the Moon, hey, or Crypto, we're going to make millions off longing Bitcoin, right? No, this is going to be smart investing, but it's all going to be stuff that I'm going to tell you, you should not be doing this unless you watch me succeed or fail in the short to long term, and you learn all these mechanics and techniques that I'll be talking about. All right, let's let me catch up real quick. We're going to wrap this up. This has been a wonderful stream. I really appreciate everyone that's come by, and then hit that like button. Again, I do live stream every day. I want to grow this channel. I'm not looking to be 10 or 100 or 300,000 subscribers. I'm not looking to make an income off YouTube. I'm just looking to hang out with a few good buddies that we can make money in the markets together. I want to make my money in the stock market. I don't want to make my money shilling you a bunch of crappy, clickbaity, like my title is today, titles, and growing it into some channel where we just got thousands of idiots saying reef, right? All right, so I got out of the stock market, I think, yep. So I'm not completely out of the stock market. I most definitely agree with you. I most definitely think the gains, the risk versus reward is in crypto right now. And I don't know if that's going to change anytime, even in the next 5 years, because if the crypto bear market comes, dude, like, I'm buying that shit up as much as I can, right? I am so dedicated over the next 4 to 5 years of just continuing to buy as much crypto as I can. I'm kind of at a position now where, like, I'm happy with what I got, and I'm dollar, my ongoing joke, I'm dollar cost averaging into the dollar because I can earn interest on the stable coin in Voyager and BlockFi. Kind of F you, BlockFi. I'm a little bit pissed off at you, and I'm probably going to transfer most of my money out with the recent changes, but they still do offer really good. I trust them a lot more than Voyager, though, to be honest. So I'm dollar cost averaging into the dollar to get that interest, to try and build up a nice stable coin bag to buy into a most likely upcoming bear winter. Well, I don't think this bear winter is going to be as rough as the last ones. It most certainly could be, because Again, we are very, very, very early still to the adoption curve of cryptocurrency. So on one hand, I'm thinking all this retail investment could help curb how deep that crash is, but that retail investment has been there for a few years, right? What did the Texas facility couldn't have asked anything better than that. So I still have Riot. Let's hop on over to the IRA. So I still have Riot Mar over there. Riot's back up to $40. They had a recently, though they were around 50, weren't they? Why are we on Tesla? Let's take a look at Riot. Yeah, man, it wasn't too long ago. That was when Bitcoin was like 65,000. So I made the mistake of not selling some more covered calls at this point because I thought we were going to get a much nicer Coinbase pump. So that's not super new news, is it? What is this Texas facility? I know they recently bought like another mining company, didn't they, or something like that? Hey, Ricky, good morning. Welcome to the channel, Hyliion. You should have been around last year. I had a couple of my most hated videos where get the F out of Hyliion and get the F out of Workhorse. And if you're an effing idiot, if you buy Ride, so many dislikes on those videos. How did that work out? I actually like Hyliion and I wish them all the best, but I don't know. Yeah, the main guy from Hyliion is smart. They have a good technology, but it might be one of those $1 late, $1 short. How does that saying go? End of the day, I don't think so, but they gotta get people to buy it. So let's take a look at this. So Riot, all right, we're good there. Let's take a look at I haven't looked at Workhorse and Ride. I feel like shitting on them. I need to shit on Ride and Workhorse at least once a week. Let's see how they're doing. Ride, $10. They're basically at SPAC levels again. I think Ride is going to zero. Probably my most hated video on the channel. Ride is going to zero. I think they're garbage. Garbage. All right, Workhorse, same thing, man. Like I wanted Workhorse to be successful. I initially invested in Workhorse and I wanted them to be successful. I am a super green person. I wanted nothing more than the entire United States postal fleet to be electronic or EVs, right? Then you start talking or you start listening to these idiots that run the company and some of the stuff that's coming out of their mouths. And you just like, this is garbage. It's BS. My opinion. Don't hate me, right? Yeah, look at that, man. Let's not even talk about my favorite YouTuber, bodybuilder turned stock market expert, where the biggest percentages of his portfolio was in Workhorse and Ride. I actually like the guy. I'm not going to mention the guy's name. You might be able to figure it out. I actually like the guy, and he actually did give a lot of good stock advice. But he constantly beat the drum that Workhorse and Ride were his biggest positions, and they're going to the moon. A lot of people probably lost a lot of money on that. Hyliion. Again, over here, you're going to get the real deal Holyfield. All right, so Hyliion, yeah, man, that's a tough ride for Hyliion. So hopefully, I said get the F out of Hyliion at $50. Now, typically, you can't time markets. I got that one right, man. Another one of my most hated videos. I never really suggested buying back in. That being said, we've done a pivot on this channel. I really don't make a lot of just stock videos. We just live stream and we play the markets. And I like Hyliion. I think it's not a horrible buy right here. Let's take a look at it. Maybe we put something on. Let's do an options play maybe. So I can sell a June 51 day out. $10 put, 11. This is an interesting play, boys and girls. Let's do a synthetic long in Hyliion. Because I don't think Hyliion's going to go much below it could. It most certainly could, though. Don't get me wrong. This is a much higher risk, low cap, ultra low cap, borderline penny stock. This could go to zero, right? Oh, do I really want to do this? Synthetic long. Let's take a look at the chart. Oh, it's starting to make it. Don't call it a comeback. All right, let's do it. I'm just gonna FOMO in. I'm just gonna make, I don't even know if, I probably don't even, do I have any buying power? Maybe we do it in the IRA. I'm doing this for you. You still out there? Ricky, I'm doing this for you, brother. I don't know if I have the money though. Let's see. Start? No, I don't have, I don't have the money. I don't have the capital for it right now. Cash, let's see what we got. Maintenance. Oh, we have some money over here in the big account. I don't think that's accurate though. All right, what was that? Maybe we'll just do something. We'll do something small. There we go. All right, I was gonna just do a naked put, even a synthetic long at like $11. All right, so I could sell an $11 put, get roughly $1.75 credit. That means Hyliion could go down to $9.25 before I start losing money. I would be obliged to buy Hyliion, 100 shares of Hyliion at $11 a share. Right, so I don't hate all that. We just want to put it on the board. So I'm gonna do maybe a $2 wide. There we go. Now we can go. There's no 10.8, so let's do 10, 2.5 wide maybe. See what we can get there. 84 cent, roughly 1/3 the width of strike. I'm probably not gonna get that. We'll go 82. I'm gonna get an $82 credit. Max loss is gonna be the 2.5 wide minus the 80 cents, so roughly $1, what, like 68 or something. That's probably not gonna fill, but we'll try. Boom, 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 we're filled. It's on the board. What is that? What does that play? What does that say? All right, so right here, 80% chance. 80%, this is how you do options, boys and girls. 80% chance that this will be 50% profitable. There's an 80% chance, and I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna close this out. I'm gonna go to cancel, buy it back at 50%. There's an 80% chance I'm gonna make $42. After you do all the fees and all that BS, there's an 80% chance I'm gonna make roughly $40. It's gonna be Chipotle burritos on me, boys and girls. All right, let's do a quick wrap up. I say that a million times a stream. That should be my t-shirt. Let's wrap this up. We're gonna wrap this up. NASDAQ, where we at, boys and girls? NASDAQ. Ooh, back down to neg 30. That's not gonna be good for the good kids. My Tesla now down 3. Do we go back to the well? Do we do some more tests? And nah, we're gonna let that go. So the NASDAQ's down 31. We'll just check Bitcoin. Bitcoin's basically flat on the futures. The E-mini S&P is at $4. We did not talk about gold. Gold was hanging around the 1700 level for a long time. It's now been pushing up to the 18. So it's at 1733. Ethereum back at 2700. Let's go, boys and girls. I want to see 3K this weekend. A lot of good vibes. We got Cardano hovering around the $1.30. We got Polkadot, I think a really good buy here at 33.50. Recent all-time highs of 47. 48, I think it's almost a guarantee that it sees 50 plus here in the short term. We got the Kusama parachain auctions coming up. That's going to be a lot of good news. The testnet for Polkadot, that's going to be good for the good kids. What is the dollar doing? As the dollar dips, that's good for crypto. The dollar's down a bit. We're definitely in a downtrend. We're definitely in a bearish cross. That should be good for crypto. Should be good for stocks. Don't do the Hyliion. Yeah, dude, it'll come back up. I like Hyliion. Yeah. So don't do what? Don't do what, Maddie? Don't buy Hyliion. It's too late. 80% chance. Let's wrap this up. I love you, boys and girls. I'll be back tomorrow, 6:25 a.m. PST. Be there, be square. Peace.